everybody, I'm Kayla and I am going to be vlogging, and I have a blog, but I decided to kind of up the ante and start a vlog, so I'm probably going to be really weird and awkward at this, so just excuse it. But this post is going to be 5 things about me, so you can learn a little bit about me and see if you want to follow, but you really should, because I need followers. I don't know who's going to be my first follower. Who's going to be my first follower? Anyway, so I'm sitting here and I'm going to tell you some things about me. I have a list. It's very neatly and well written. Okay, first thing. I love food. When I say that, I think you might get like a small picture of it. Like, oh, she likes good food. She has good taste. No, I just enjoy eating. It is my favorite hobby. I love all food. I like fast food. I like crappy food. I like good food. I like anything you can eat, pretty much. I'm not picky, unless it's a salad. I don't eat food my food eats, so. My favorite food growing up, like I literally had it for breakfast. If you can't tell that I'm Hispanic, this will prove it to you. My favorite food growing up is black beans and rice. I adore it. I can still eat it with everything. If you need proof, my mom just sent me a care package because she sent me this camera. So with it, she sent me other stuff, lots of useful stuff like toilet paper and magazines. And she also sent me this in a bag, and I think it's my favorite part of the bag. And it's what I'm eating for dinner tonight because it's perfect. And it is this: black beans and yellow rice. Though I don't know how to make rice this way because I don't cook. I love food, but I can't cook. So I prefer to have it cooked for me. Wake me up. Second thing about me is that I think is semi-interesting, is that I live in New York City. I moved here about 3 months ago, October 1st. I'm gonna give you like the short version of why I moved here. I moved here for an internship, and but I knew I wanted to live here about a year ago. I moved here the first time, and I moved here to do an internship with Marie Claire, and I did that for 4 months from January until April. It was freezing. It was freaking miserable, the weather-wise, but I didn't care, and it was like my favorite place. I just felt like it was home. It was where I was meant to be. I would walk on the streets and feel so inspired. If you're into fashion, it's like the only place you can be. So once I lived there, I like knew I had to move back, and I was just set on moving back. But one problem, and I feel like this problem is so cliche, but I had a boyfriend. Well, okay, we'll get to that later. There's no way I was breaking up with him, and there's no way I wasn't going to live in the same city as him. Thus, we had to figure out what city we were going to live in, and that was a huge process, but I'll tell you more on him later. It all worked out. We both moved here in October. I'm in the process of moving on Monday. I'm actually moving to the Upper East Side, so I'm going to live there, and yeah, I'm pumped. And New York City is the best. Third thing about me is that I like rarely go outdoors. Here I go more just because I have to walk around, but I rarely go outdoors except for when I'm a camp counselor, and I spend 2 months in a non-air conditioned cabin and literally live amongst the trees pretty much. I started going to camp there when I was 14, and I was a camper for 2 years, and then I came back as kitchen staff, which is basically like you do all the dishes and do all the like dirty work, and then I eventually came back as a counselor, and I worked there as a counselor for 5 summers, and we like lived there overnight for 2 months. This is from camp. See, this is how you can tell I worked at summer camp. I just found some string, and I've been like super into making bracelets again. It's called Good Counsel Camp, so send your kids there. I'll put the link down here because it's seriously the best. Fourth thing about me is that I got engaged recently. So that's cool. But his name's Steven, and we got engaged in December. I'm going to show you a picture. Your little babies. So see if you can see this. It's like so embarrassing. The fifth thing about me is what I'm going to be doing on the blog. So I kind of wanted to give you guys this little glimpse. This is kind of a fast forward of me getting ready for this vlog. So it's going to be kind of things about me that, you know, you can't really see from the blog. So it's going to be more about like my style, my beauty tips and tricks, and just kind of a ramble about my life that I'm going to try to make interesting for you guys. So I hope you guys decide to kind of follow along with me. It'll be an interesting year. It'll be fun. Like, it'll be me planning my wedding. It'll be me moving into an apartment in New York. It'll be me kind of figuring out my life here. And I think it'll be fun to follow along, so I'm hoping you guys will. So yeah, check out my blog at www.kaylas5things.com. Subscribe. Definitely press the like button down below.